Good afternoon, friends. Today we will talking about the startup ecosystem, startup innovation in India. So first we will understand what is the startup. So startup is the new innovation in the country in which any entrepreneur starts any solutions for the large populations. Through that they creates the large amount of employment. So first of all, we will understand what is the startup innovation mission in the India. So through that mission, government has able to create around 2.1 lakh startups, and India is became the third largest startup ecosystem in the world after China and US. So it is also very crucial development in the India's economy. So around 45% of women are taking role as a leader in that startup. So it is also step toward the women empowerment, and most of the startups are developed in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So that is also another improved steps towards the Viksit Bharat, because most of the Indian peoples are living in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So that is also very crucial development that government has able to do. And talking about the uh, uh, some challenges, some we can say that what are the things that posters that startup ecosystem we will develop this step by step. So the government's push to the digital India. So through that we are able to maintain the digital payments through the digitally, and because of that the new fintech startups are arised like phone pay, google pay, and because of that it creates the we can say the moving economy, and it also ultimately fosters the economy. The second example is that Reliance Industry Jio has given the free internet through the Jio. So that is also another important step. Because of that, in the India around 80 million people are using internet. So that is also very large peoples. And third is the government's initiatives like the startup innovation missions, Atal innovation missions, and Genesis, Nidhi stands for national national initiative for developing and harnessing innovation, and aspiration PM employment generation program. So that are the schemes and initiatives taken by the government, so that are also ultimately foster the startup ecosystem in India. So the main reasons are that providing this initiative from the government is that government's target is that India will become this $7.3 trillion economy by 2030. So that is very aspirational and ambitious target for the India. So another important thing is that we will be developed. We have target to develop India by 2047. So that are the important targets as set by the government, and because of that government is also focusing on the startups. So talking about the important things about important improvements in the country, like we are able to develop 100 plus unicorns in the India. Unicorns are the companies who across the $1 billion revenue, 1 billion their value. So that are the 100 plus companies are in India. So that is also very prosperous step towards India. Like for example, Grade, Swiggy, Zomato, that are the unicorn. So that is also crucial step from the government. So talking about the challenges, India has the skill retention in terms of, like we are saying that as compared to the developed countries, that India lacks in terms of skills development. So because of that we are not able to provide that type of space. We are not able to follow that pace because of the skills are the very important for the starting any innovation and entrepreneurship. That are the basic foundational needs for the starting innovation. Another important factor is that infrastructure gap in the India. Like we are saying that tier 2 and tier 3 cities are not well developed as compared to the other countries. So that's the very important thing that India should work on that. The important factor is that investors' confidence due to the global downturns, like we are seeing that global wars are happening, like between the Middle East and Israel and Iran and versus US. So that are another war is happening between the US, Ukraine and Russia. That are the important downturns. Because of that, investors' confidence from the Indian economy has reducing. So that is why that is also important factor that India that is comes in the challenges for the India's ecosystem of innovation. The third is that investors' confidence losing, and fourth is investor the ecosystem that government is providing, that is lacking some things like regulatory uncertainty in India. So if we see that if there is a regulatory hurdles are very low, then it is becoming very easy to start any innovation in the country. So that is also important thing that we have to understand here. And another important factor is that profitability pressures, like if any investor is investing any company for any innovation, then it is a risky. So before starting it, it is risky. Before succeeding it is considered as in some extent it is a risky. So the profitability pressure increases on the investors and the innovators who started the innovation. So that is also important thing, that profitability pressure is increases. That time the confidence is also in some extent is decreases. So that are the challenges. And talking about the major innovation hubs like Bengaluru is considered as the Silicon Valley of India in terms of IT industry, software development. Second is Mumbai is considered as the Fintech and innovations. The third is Delhi or NCR, that is also the software services, export and import. Exports is increasing from that region. So the fourth is Chennai and Pune are the considered as the IT services and the manufacturing technologies. So that are the cities that also doing the good amount of development in terms of innovation. So now we are saying that the year is 2026 is coming, and we are saying that trends is changing currently, that new generative tools and AI is increasing. The trends between that, the tools of AI is increasing, and that innovation trends is changing. Because of that, the company is moving towards the new technologies. So because of that, the trend is changing, and some route of the innovation is changing. The second is that climate tech and EV ecosystem is also important thing, that we are seeing that electronic vehicles are adopting in all over the world rapidly. So now we are seeing that deep tech and semiconductor industry is also developing. So now we are seeing that in India, the Indian government has started the first Dholera plant in the Gujarat for the developing the semiconductor. That are the important thing that trend is changing. And talking about the India, what India can do for the global innovation, that India provides the first thing is large amount of youth population, and second is the consumption market is very high because of the large populous nation in the world. And like we are seeing that cheap labor cost is also another important factor, that if we are producing as compared to cheaper product in the India, then it will be easy to moving other companies from the other nations who are taking more money for that same product. So that are the India has benefit in terms of that terms. So India can gain advance from this. So going to conclude this topic, startup innovation is not only generating businesses, not only creates businesses, but it also creates solutions and some new innovations for the welfare of the country. So India is the country that have to focus on the skilled workforce and provide the ecosystem for the developing this new trend. Thank you.